The release of images showing the potential kidnapper of Nancy Guthrie bringing new momentum to the case.
The case itself refreshing momentum in missing person cases right here in Alabama. In Arizona, FBI agents are fanning out across the neighborhood in Arizona, not far from Nancy Guthrie's home. Guthrie is the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie, and she's not been seen for a week and a half.
Yesterday, the FBI released pictures of a masked person on Nancy's porch the night she disappeared. One person questioned last night and later released. WVTM 13's Lisa Crane live in Calera tonight. So many open cases in Alabama right now, Lisa.
Yes, right. The majority of missing persons cases are actually solved within the first 24 hours. But right now, there are more than 200 missing adults and children here in Alabama. And 2 of those cases are right here in Calera. Some of them are decades old. Now, the people who vanished here in Calera, Julie Ray in 2015 and Ruben Waithaka just last May. Investigators here say they are not giving up on finding them. On the Alabama law enforcement website, you can see the very long list of every adult and child missing in the state. There are more than 200 of these cases, dating back almost 40 years. Each photo represents countless relatives dealing with not knowing if their loved one is alive or dead. 2 of those cases happened in Calera. Julie Ray vanished on Christmas Day 2015. Police are now taking a closer look at that case.
We want to make sure that Julie Ray's family in this case got the attention that it deserved, and there were some things that were not done back when it happened that should have been done.
Calera's police chief has the FBI helping with Ray's case. Just last May, Ruben Waithaka from Kenya was visiting family in Calera. He suffers from dementia, and he went out for a walk and did not return.
We're not giving up on him possibly being found. I don't know what the likelihood is, and that really doesn't matter. If there's any chance at all that he got a ride and he's out there somewhere, we want to do everything we can to try to find him.
Height says sometimes to solve a cold case, you have to think outside the box. He's working with surrounding counties to see if he can connect his missing persons cases to cases in other jurisdictions.
We've been working with Bibb County as well as Chilton County investigators with some cold cases that they have. And when you have cases that are from a similar time frame like that, it's smart to put the evidence together that we've all gathered and see if there's a common link.
You can imagine what a nightmare it is for the loved ones of these missing persons when they just don't know what happened to their loved one. Chief Height says that it is his goal to close all open cases here in Calera and bring some closure to those families who are still holding out hope. Live in Calera, Lisa Crane, WVTM 13.